the biggest thing that I can tell you that made me successful in a short amount of time without having any capital is I focused on learning skills that allowed me to get money from people. Hey everybody, this is Nick Ponte from nickponte.com and offlinesharks.com. And I'm in my backyard right now. I got the gorgeous Maui sunset behind me. And today I'm going to talk to you about how to start a business with no income or no money to invest in this new business, because I know all about this. When I first started my company, I had no money at all. Actually, I was in debt. And now today I have a 7-figure business. I have another business that's a multiple 6-figure business. And like I said, I got started with absolutely no working capital. And the way that I did this, I'm gonna share with you in this video. And it's not as difficult as most think it is, okay? So hopefully you stick with me. You like this type of content, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna break this down for you, how you can get started and you can have some success in some interesting ways without any working capital. So let's go. How do you start a business if you don't have any money at all? Or how do you start a business even if you just have a little bit of money? Well, there are a lot of things that you can do. And a lot of people, for example, myself, started with nothing. I had probably a negative amount of income when I started my businesses. And today I have easily a 7-figure business. I have another 6-figure, multiple 6-figure business. And everything started just from bootstrapping what I was doing. I didn't have anything going on, like I just mentioned. And on top of those businesses, beyond them being successful, I have also been featured in Forbes for doing different types of things like search engine optimization. And it has been a crazy journey, and I've learned a lot in the process. And I want to help you get a better idea of how you can start your business even if you have not much income, not much capital, and it's not as difficult as you think it could be, especially if you are doing things like digital marketing or building a business online. Those are some of the easiest businesses that you can do to get started right away with no capital. But if you were, say, starting to sell products, like you wanted to open a storefront, well, you could maybe start by selling your products to people that you already know, rather than investing a bunch of money right off the bat to renting a building. Like, you don't have any capital to get started to do that, right? More often than not, you don't. So if you don't, then the first thing you can do is sell to people that already know you, like your friends or your family or your distant relatives. That's an easy way to get started with very little to no capital, right? So while it's true that you probably will need revenue at some point, or investors, or some sort of capital to get your business going, in the beginning, what we like to talk about in our communities are that we like to start small and grow big. And what I mean by that is you can focus on now, today, not what everybody else is doing or what the end result looks like for other people, but just for you. You can focus on where you're at today, and that will be the easiest, quickest way for you to get going. And I know personally that if you look at what other people are doing, it will stop you in your tracks and it will hinder your ability to make progress, because you will always compare yourself and say that you're not doing as well as you should be, right? But the problem with comparing yourself to other people is you put yourself on a scale, and either way, it's not good, right? Like, if you're better than them, it's not good, and if you're worse than them, it's not good. So either way, you lose. So number one thing, do not compare yourself to what other people are doing. Focus on what you're doing. And with what you're doing, if you're just getting started, start small and then slowly scale and progress into something bigger. So a lot of people that are just starting out, they focus on things that they need to buy, right? What do you need to get started? Do you need a website? Do you need business cards? Do you need a logo? Things like that. Well, today, you don't have to actually go out and buy all those things. You don't have to have a technical skill set today to create a website. You just have to find the right information online. And information online today is so readily available. Some of the best information in the world is online and for free. So you should always start small, grow big by building your own website. Plus, you'll learn how to build your own website. Taking your own, or building your own graphic or logo or business cards. You should do all that yourself, right? And you can quickly learn how to do that by doing a YouTube search, a Google search. It's really easy to do, and it's super straightforward. And because you're not investing capital in those basic things, you're saving that and you're able to put that somewhere else that could make you more money and help you grow your business. So let's say you had just a small budget. I would rather put the small budget in like paid traffic to my website. So let's say I built my own website for free, put my small budget, now that I have a great website set up, put a small budget in like Facebook ads or Google ads to send business owner or send customers to my new website. But if I paid for money building the website, that wouldn't really do me no good. Like, I just have a website, it'd sit there and it wouldn't do anything, right? But if you are paying for the traffic, now that you have a website, you could easily sell your services or your products, right? So a lot of people put the cart before the horse, and if you can bootstrap yourself by building your own website, your own logo, those types of things yourself, you should absolutely do that, because it will save you a ton of money when you need that money the most, and it will probably save you a lot of time, because if you do things the other way, you will get caught up and have to backtrack. Now, when I first got started, I had a job, right? I had a regular 9-to-5 job, and I knew that I wanted to do this digital marketing thing. It doesn't matter what your thing is, but for me, it was building websites and having clients and customers and things like that online, right? Because I wanted to work from my laptop and my computer. Now, what I did in order to secure that was I started saving money. I started saving money for my regular job so that I could quit that job and then just do what I wanted to do. So I saved 6 months of my income, right? My burn rate, that's what we call it. If it costs you $1,000 a month to live, that would include your rent, your cell phone, all those things. That sounds a little light because $1,000 really doesn't go very far today, but just for the sake of this example, then you would need $6,000 before you could quit your job. That way, you're not putting too much stress on your new venture, relationship, business, startup, whatever it is, to get going, right? You have 6 months to invest your time into that business to make sure it's successful. So that is something you should totally do when you're just getting started, is save at least 6 months of your burn rate so you can make clear and sound decisions while you're building your business. So another thing that you can do is you can apply for a small business loan, right? If you have a decent amount of credit, you can always go ahead and get a small amount of operating capital from a bank. Or even better, you could get a new credit card. You could get a Chase credit card, that's the one I got, that you could put a nice amount of money on credit to help start your business. I don't recommend that you do that without having a realistic business plan of how you're gonna pay that money back though. Don't like arbitrarily borrow a bunch of money, spend a bunch of money that you don't have without having a plan on how you can get it back. Now, another thing you can do is join creditkarma.com, and they have a bunch of ways that you can borrow capital based off of your credit score. So if you already don't know what Credit Karma is, you should absolutely go check it out, because it's a free way to check out what your credit is, and they also make recommendations how you can increase your credit. Since I've been using Credit Karma, I've increased my credit score probably 100 points. It's totally free, by the way. They make loan recommendations, credit card recommendations, all those things, and also they will go to bat for you when fighting off negative marks on your credit report. So when I joined Credit Karma, I had a negative line item on my credit report, and I hit the little button, and they went and contacted that company and resolved it without me paying any money or anything. So there's a lot of little loopholes that they know how to get in and get their fingers involved so they can get stuff knocked off of your credit. So if you have bad credit, go check that out right away. And perhaps you get a new credit card that will help you with your new line of credit for your business. So in all, those types of things are just more of a mindset for how you can get started, right? The biggest thing that I can tell you that made me successful in a short amount of time without having any capital is I focused on learning skills that allowed me to get money from people. So if I focused on getting money from people, like through websites or SEO or those types of things, then I would just learn those skills, reach out to people, make money from them to do those services, and then I could save that money and then put it into my business and start my business and grow my business, right? I focus on getting the money first. That's the most important thing. Try not to get distracted with all of the things out there online, Netflix, Facebook, social media, right? All those things can really distract you. But if you want to have financial freedom, you want to build a business, you want to do whatever you want with your time, I mean, This is how you do it. You invest in yourself, you invest your time to learn things, and more importantly, the time that you invest in yourself to learn those things are focused around things that will generate money and revenue and income for you. So I'm gonna put a link in the description of this video for more information on some of those services that we offer, like awesome foot in the door strategies. And if you got any value out of this video, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so you can get notifications when I come out with new content like this, and let me know in the comments below where you are with building your business. Have you started yet? Do you have a website? I would love to hear from you, and I respond to all of the comments in the comment section myself. So with that, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Aloha.